Good day, this 323rd day, meaningful moments, 365 days. Am I responsible? That's a topic that came up. Perhaps it comes up in your home, whether it's with your partner or with your children, at work. I mean, think of all the situations where that question's come up. Am I responsible? And most of us think that we are. And most of us assume that responsibility. But then when we break that down in terms of how our interactions are with the world, it doesn't always hold up. And what I mean by that is that sometimes, we can claim that we're responsible for something that we do. But much too often in our culture and in the collective consciousness, that's still very much connected with how another responds, favorably or unfavorably, and that's connected to our responsibility. Often in the dysfunction of our communications, we hold another responsible for the way it makes us feel. And through my journey, I've been learning more and more about claiming that responsibility for myself, owning my projections, owning my feelings, owning my thoughts. And in this way, I can really hold my own power. Because the moment that I allow myself to believe that another has caused me to feel a certain way, it then leaks a power out of me to whatever that other or situation is outside of me. And it doesn't just have to be a person, it can be situations, like we're listening to some world topic, whether it's political, environment, education, health, whatever that might be, and we go, oh, that really makes me mad. Our feelings are ours, sure, we own that feeling, but we think that it is because of the construct of whatever that belief is that we're hearing that makes it wrong and that makes or elicits a certain feeling from us. And so while I was in a discussion and it got a little warm under the collar with my husband, we were just discovering these pieces, these little bits and pieces, because they're just like little bits of residue that floats around, and we become aware of how we're holding a belief, how well we're walking our talk, how well we can apply something without it being a double standard in another situation. And it just made me really understand that the essence of our power lies in that full responsibility of ourselves in all these ways. The way I think, the way I feel, the way I project, the way I am is all me. That's my responsibility. Likewise, in my understanding, I'm responsible to what energy I put out. So if I'm putting out something negative out there, or have this freedom, so-called, to do as I say, and that it's not necessarily connected with how someone feels or what they think, or somehow it disempowers them in some way. I have to live with that as well. And so my responsibility in my own consciousness is what I put out there into the world, and then what I allow in. And so that's two parts to that responsibility that I have in the world. And as we were having this discussion in our conversation, I felt so empowered by that very basic truth, and how rather than relinquish power, we claim our power. And it's just all part of the healing, all part of the healing that we do. And we do it on so many levels, multiple levels, at multiple times, multiple stages of our life, in our awareness, and then in our consciousness that keeps expanding all the time. So sharing this meaningful moment and perhaps allowing yourself to ask that question, am I responsible? And in what ways? And see what unravels from that with you today, my friends, for a freer world.